Under the cover of night, enslaved Africans used different spiritual tools from home that they adapted in order to survive an otherwise impossible situation. The religions they created had much in common, like spirit communication, which was practiced by all of them. But they were also unique to the places where they were created. Voodoo, they called it in Haiti, candomblé in Brazil, and Santeria in Cuba. In North America, it was known as Hoodoo. Hoodoo doctors gathered medicinal plants to make the traditional remedies that secured a community's physical survival, while other rituals attended their spiritual wounds and reminded them of a time before slavery. To understand this fascinating tradition, I've come to Dr. Camila Martin, a scholar who specializes in the history of Black spiritual practices in North America. Dr. Camila, I am so excited to be here with you today. You are a brilliant scholar. And if I may, I would love to ask you, what is ancestor worship?
So simply put, ancestor worship is the reverence and celebration of our literal ancestors, those who came before us in our family lineage. More broadly, it's a part of a collection of spiritual and healing traditions that have come to the United States by way of the transatlantic slave trade. So ancestor worship is part of a larger collection of spiritual traditions of the United States, popularly known as conjurer or hoodoo. We want to be sure to keep the memory of our ancestors alive. And so when we continue to call their name, when we continue to celebrate them.
Pull strength from that.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's mixed with the word worship. Because when I hear worship, you know, we tend to get a little funny about that.
Absolutely.
You know, we were brought up to worship nothing but God. So when you put ancestors in front of it, but the way that you break it down, it makes it special because they are more closer to the divine than we are in this physical realm.
We might call them our guardian angels, right? To make it a more palatable term, right? The sense that the spirits are our spirits that are connected to us in terms of our family are watching over us. They're protecting us. They're intervening on our behalf.
What exactly is hoodoo?
I like to say it's a system of healing and harming that came over with our enslaved ancestors. Well, when we think about the horrific experiences of our ancestors, you know, coming across the Atlantic, enduring bondage and dehumanization, all that they had was their spirituality. And so to survive something like that, right, you have to call on a higher power. And so hoodoo, conjure, voodoo, candomblé, all of these African diaspora traditions are really the thing that helped us get over. It's the thing that helped us survive. It is the reason why you and I are able to sit here today, because our ancestors at some point believed and practiced and persevered because they had conjure and hoodoo and voodoo and all of these different spiritual traditions that allowed them to survive.